17 psychology tips for reading people's minds and characters instantly when meeting someone. For the first time in general, our minds are certainly filled with curiosity about how is the nature of the character and thoughts of the person. For that reason, it is important for us to know how humans communicate according to psychology experts. When two or more individuals interact, 50% of the message that really wants to be conveyed comes from body language. 38% comes from the tone or intonation of the voice, and only the remaining 7% comes from the words spoken. It means that when we meet someone for the first time, we must consider the three factors mentioned earlier, in addition to paying attention to appearance. This means that when we meet someone for the first time, we must consider the three factors mentioned earlier, in addition to paying attention to appearance. So if you want to know what other people think when they first meet, pay attention to the following clues. Number 1, eye contact. There is a saying that the eyes are the window to the heart. To know which type of eye contact is given, you must be able to consider the context. For example, if someone really can't take their eyes off you. On the other hand, when you make eye contact with your neighbor and then he cannot look back at you, then it could indicate that he is nervous or hiding something. Then if you are talking to an individual who opens his eyes, you may feel uncomfortable, especially if his eyes do not blink. It could indicate that he is lying. Number 2, eyebrows. If you want to see how comfortable the other person is when talking to you, then look at the eyebrows. If you are talking to someone and he raises his marker, even though the topic of your conversation does not cause surprise or fear, it means that the individual is uncomfortable. Number 3, smile. In terms of smiling, the mouth and lips can lie, but not the eyes. It must be known that a truly sincere smile is a smile that reaches the lips and the eyes. So next time, if you want to know if someone else's smile is sincere or not, pay attention to the wrinkles around the eye area. If there are no wrinkles, then it means they are hiding something. Number 4, what is said if you meet someone for the first time and he constantly talks about positive things such as praising his partner or co-workers? Then most likely the individual has a pretty good personality, and research shows that the more often a person positively assesses his neighbor as a good person, polite, loving, and polite, then most likely he also has these traits, and vice versa. If you often meet someone for the first time and he constantly talks about positive things such as praising his partner or co-workers, then most likely the individual has a pretty good personality. And research shows that the more often a person positively assesses his neighbor as a good person, polite, loving, and polite, then most likely he also has those traits. Then if someone uses sarcasm, it indicates that what they really want to say is the opposite of what they say. So pay attention to the emphasis your interlocutor gives when speaking, and see how they pronounce it can give you a clue about what their true intentions are. Number 6, glance sideways when you meet someone. If they are really enthusiastic about meeting you, then their body piece is a good way to find out what their intentions are. If you meet someone, if they are really enthusiastic about meeting you, then their body piece will definitely be facing towards you, and they will also make eye contact on the other side. If you meet an individual who immediately glances sideways when they meet you, then it is body language that shows that they want to leave. Number 7. The frequency of nodding is generally a sign of agreeing to something, but you should know that if someone is nodding excessively, then it may indicate that they are anxious about an agreement when giving instructions to, for example, your friend or subordinate, and they are nodding excessively, it means that they are worried about what?
Focusing on something else that causes you think and wonder if their ability to follow orders is questionable or not. Number 8, chin and jaw when humans are trying to make a decision. Rubbing the chin and looking up and down or sideways is what they tend to do, and this signifies hard thinking. And then a clenched jaw signifies that a person is number 8, chin and jaw, when humans are trying to make a decision. Rubbing the chin and looking up and down or sideways is what they tend to do, and this indicates hard thinking. Then a clenched jaw indicates a person is under deep stress and feels uncomfortable with the situation around them. In addition, those who clench their jaws when communicating also indicate that epic conversations with interlocutors may lead to something to worry about, or they are focusing on something else that causes stress. Number 9, posture can actually give some clues about the level of human confidence. For example, if a person walks upright with their shoulders back and looks straight at the situation they are in. Number 9, body posture. Body posture can actually give some clues about people's confidence levels. For example, if a person walks upright with their shoulders back and looking straight ahead, this indicates that they feel good about themselves and are also confident. However, if there are individuals who slouch and look down when they walk, then this may indicate low self-esteem and lack of confidence. Number 10. Rubbing hands. It has been believed by many experts that hand movements can reflect our thoughts when a person rubs both hands together on their hands. The handshake has been believed by many experts that hand gestures can reflect our thoughts. When a person rubs his hands together in general, it indicates that he has a good feeling about something and also believes that there will be amazing things happening soon in the future. 11. Handshake. By just shaking hands or shaking hands alone, you can quickly find out about the nature of the character and personality of others. Those who have a soft handshake tend to be obedient, and obedient, on the contrary, a strong and hard handshake shows a tendency to like to dominate. In addition to the strength of the handshake, the length of time. Shaking hands can also reveal the contents of the mind. If someone only briefly shakes hands with you, and it shows that he only shakes hands with you for a short time. In addition to the strength of the handshake, the length of the handshake can also reveal the contents of the mind. If someone only briefly shakes hands with you, and it shows that he does not want to have a deep relationship with you. On the other hand, a long handshake indicates that the person intends to have a deep relationship with you. Number 12. Leaning. If someone leans towards you when you are talking, then this shows that he is interested in what you are saying and pays respect to you. Then when you are talking and someone approaches and leans towards you, then it shows that he wants to confide in addition. If someone leans back or moves his body away from you when you are talking, it shows that he is interested in what you are saying and pays respect to you. Then when you are talking and someone approaches and leans towards you, then it shows that he wants to vent. If someone leans back or moves their body away from you while you are talking, it shows that the person is bored with the topic of your conversation and may feel uncomfortable. Number 13. How to hold a baby. Well, maybe some of you think this is strange, but the way of holding a baby can reveal a lot. If you are meeting someone for the first time, and it happens that they have just become a mother or father, try to see which arm is used to hold their baby. Studies show that happy mothers tend to hold their babies using their left arm while stressed and depressed. Mothers tend to hold their babies using their right arm. Number 14. Crossed legs and arms. Have you ever met a person who crosses their legs or arms when you are talking? If you are dating for the first time or trying to give your friend feedback and then they cross their legs or arms, then this is not a good sign. Crossed arms and legs are a physical barrier indicating that a person is not open and does not like what you are saying. Psychologically, crossed legs or arms indicate that something is blocking both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Therefore, even though people are smiling and engaging in pleasant conversation, people smile and engage in pleasant conversation does not mean they are always open and agree with everything that is said if the arms and legs are crossed when the same. The direction of the feet can also reveal a lot. If someone likes you, then his feet will point towards you when you are talking. Then if someone wants to leave,
Communicating with him. Number 15. A person's shoes can actually give you a lot of information about human character and personality. The results of the study show that the type and type of shoes chosen can accurately reflect a person's personality. For example, people who are easily nervous tend to have shoes that are always new or shoes that are always clean. Then friendly individuals tend to like to wear practical shoes. And then those who are aggressive tend to like butt shoes. Number 16, a person's appearance. How people dress and present themselves can reveal a lot about them. Individuals who style their hair, neatly wear ironed clothes, and pay attention to overall style show that they are detailed and like to pay attention to things.
then he will point his feet towards the door when you are. How people dress and present themselves can reveal a lot about them. Individuals who style their hair, neatly wear ironed clothes, and pay attention to overall style show that they are detailed and like to pay attention to small things, while people who do not style their hair neatly, wear ironed clothes, and pay attention to overall style show that they are detailed and like to pay attention to small things, while people who do not style their hair neatly wear ironed clothes. A person who keeps their hair neatly styled wears ironed clothes and pays attention to overall style shows that they are detailed and like to pay attention to small things, while a person who does not keep their hair neatly styled and likes to wear casual clothes may have a creative nature. Lastly, those who look unkempt, messy, and smelly can signify a lazy and slovenly nature. Number 17, mimicking body language. If you have never tried reading body language, maybe this is something you are not aware of. Remember, in the future, if someone mimics your body language, this means that they feel something very good from you, so they want to align themselves with you. This also indicates that the conversation is going well, and the other party is receiving your message. Well, the action of mimicking body language is done unconsciously, because in the future, there is someone who mimics your body language. This means that they feel something very good from you, so they want to align themselves with you. The action of imitating body language is done unconsciously, because basically, no human being deliberately wants to imitate another person. But when we feel comfortable with someone, then we have a tendency to imitate what he does. Some of us are quite good at reading the signs and body language of others, while some of us there are those who cannot read the thoughts and behavior of others. It is not easy, but if you can do it, then this will certainly be very helpful to you. Of course, every individual is different from one another, so maybe some of the psychological tricks above cannot be 100% accurate even so easily. Even so, hopefully with the 17 psychology tips that we have shared, you can get better at reading other people's minds and characters. What do they think and think about this video when you meet someone for the first time? The first thing you usually notice about that person, share your thoughts in the comments section below this video. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button and share it with your friends so that we can continue to make videos like this. Thank you.